Hi, welcome. New faces. Thanks for being here. I can like... We're good? Are we going?
Yeah, it looks like we're going. Let me just check on the thing.
Oh, I have to mute it on there probably. On here.
Oh, it's new.
It is?
Wait, oh, that's what you're picking up. Okay.
Are you stoned? I'm just kidding. Are you tripping? Wait, where is it? Uh-oh.
Reload it. Maybe. Open it. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello, good morning. Whoa. Hi. It's busy. Any requests? How does the temperature feel? Like you're going to? Like your premonition? Camden, will you pass me the clipboard right behind you? If you're around later today at 1:30, Stacia is doing partner Thai yoga massage from 1:30 to 3:45. In May, we have Held by the Breath fundraiser event for sharing excess on May 9th at 2 to 3:30. If you're a yoga teacher or pregnant or planning to become pregnant, I'm teaching a workshop called Prenatal Yoga for Public Classes. It's how to adapt mixed level classes when you have pregnant people in those classes. Also that Sunday, May 10th, this class will also be a fundraiser event for sharing excess. And I think, I could be wrong, because I don't ever sign up for class, but when you sign up for class next Sunday, since it's a fundraiser, it might look different at checkout. When we do that, I think that you can check out at 0 if you want, if you're a member, or you can like put in your donation amount. Just a heads up on that. And we have a free community prenatal class with Emma Scott, who's getting her prenatal yoga certificate on Sunday, May 10th at 2. And coming also in May, 4-week series, Pose Breakdown to Breakthrough with Anisha. That's Mondays at 6:30 to 8 from May 11th to June 1st. And then starting at the end of May, I think we have teacher training graduation classes. That's really early this year. You ready? You're never ready. It's like a lesson for life. You're never ready. Don't wait till you're ready. Don't wait till you're ready. A lot of other things. Pleasure is Medicine, Friday, May 29th. Dynamic sequencing with Alex in May, end of May. And I think also, if I remember correctly, I get really disoriented. I think I wasn't with you guys last week, right? It throws me off. Hope you had fun without me. I'm pretty sure I added, I think Yesenia did some kind of survey and there was a request for more philosophy. And so I'm doing a Foundations of Yoga Philosophy mini immersion on like a Saturday afternoon, I think at the end of June. And I believe it's like free or low cost for members. So if you're curious, interested in just like the ground of yoga philosophy and like what we practice upon, which I always try to like weave into our asana, we're just going to be explicit about that for an afternoon, and we'll weave in a yoga asana practice as well. But some about the history of yoga philosophy and the values and virtues, and just lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Any requests? I was thinking laying down. I think we should, oh, and also this might not work out, Elise. You're like right in front of the camera. You're good. You can either face this way or your friends to the side can all scooch over and you'll be good. Yeah. Thank y'all.
I thought it was
Yeah. It's fine in the laying down. If you want to do your whole practice laying down, which like I do, who doesn't, you're good. But I was thinking we would start laying down with a strap handy. If anyone needs a strap, just put a foot up or like a hand up and we'll bring you a strap. And when prenatal gets out downstairs, we're gonna run downstairs for another basket of massage balls. Everyone has a strap? Fantastic. Find your strap, and we're just gonna take the strap across the ball of the right foot. Flex the foot, spread the toes. Your bottom leg can be bent with your foot on the floor or straight, digging your heel into the ground, flexing that foot as well. Belly breathing, just begin slowing down the breath in and out through the nose. And really flex the foot and spread the toes. Try to spread your big toe towards the midline and the little toe towards the right. We'll take both sides of the, hold the strap as high towards the foot as you can in your right hand, and we'll open the leg out to the right. Will you help Elena find, oh, you could go, open it out to the right. Incoming, just, you know, be a respectful, considerate neighbor. And as you turn to your breath and start to dial into the fabric of the body, notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. We're just like waking up, dialing in. Notice what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it, and let the breath carry the light of awareness right into there. So this is the ball of the foot, good. And now spread, yes. Inhale the leg to center, and exhale, float it down to the ground. Just take a moment to pause to notice if there's a difference from side to side. We'll take the strap across the ball of the left foot. Stretch the left heel to the sky. Flex the left foot, spread the toes. Left leg is straight, bottom leg could be bent or straight. Let the head be heavy, let the shoulders relax, throat soft, jaw soft. If you're not sure if and how to soften the jaw, you can sort of like slacken open the mouth and then close the mouth so that the lips are touching but the teeth are not. And let the tip of your tongue rest softly behind your top teeth, and that should help slacken the jaw. Elaine, anything you would add to that for softening the jaw? Tongue placement. Open the leg out to the left and breathe into what can't be seen but can be felt. Belly breathing as best you can. We'll get more into that as we go. Flex the left foot, spread the toes. Can you flex the foot, spread the toes? And that sort of starts to more evenly awaken the muscles on all sides of the leg, from the foot all the way up into the hip when you flex the foot and spread the toes. On the inhale, draw the leg up through center. And on the exhale, float it down. And just take a moment to let it sink in, to feel the unconditional support of gravity that holds you, that holds us together, where we are all connected. Invite a slow, deep breath in through the nose. Let it percolate at the top. And a slow, long breath out through the nose. Pause at the bottom. Bring your hands to your low belly. Really like below the navel, above the pubic bone. And as you inhale, let the breath pour down into you and fill you up from bottom to top of your torso. Pause at the tippy top. And as you exhale, slowly let the breath pour out of you from top to bottom. 2 more times, just like that. Feel the hands lift and spread as you inhale. Feel the fingertips come closer together as you exhale. At the top of your next breath, hold it. Bring one hand to your actual heart, slightly to the left of the sternum. So rather than the heart center, which I usually refer to, the heart, and slowly exhale. Pause at the bottom. See if you can find the rhythmic beating of your heart, which is always present, intrinsically peaceful, utterly powerful, and luminous. Return to the natural breath. Let the breath breathe you with minimal to no effort. Let yourself be breathed. And dial into the space where the unconditional support of gravity joins with the unconditional presence of the breath. And where these two great energies coalesce, there is a spark, a heartbeat that enlivens you, illuminates you, inspires you, quite literally. You can keep the hands as they are, or bring both hands to the belly, or release the hands down to the sides, and just take a moment here and now to notice if there's any particular intention for your practice of yoga today. Is there anything in particular that you need or want to cultivate? A certain value or virtue, moral or energy? And if there's something that you want to offer your practice towards today, that becomes the intention for your practice, and you hold that, you place that in your heart of hearts. And whether or not you have any particular intention for practice, now allow yourself to become more sensitive, receptive, open to whatever it is your practice has to reveal to you today. Be open to what your practice has to reveal to you today. Look for the breath. On the next inhale, reach the arms overhead. There might be a neighbor up there, just a fair warning. Exhale with an audible sigh. 1 or 2 more times like that, if and as you like, just awakening yourself, or maybe the second or some multiple of times today, as is Perry. At the bottom of a breath, hug your knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around yourself, and give yourself the sweetest, most loving embrace. Take a moment right here, right now, to embrace the you that you are and the you that you have set out to become. Roll to one side. We'll press through strong arms. Find your way into a comfortable seated posture. With the eyes closed and the hands folded before the heart in Anjali Mudra. In a sincere gesture of self-reverence that acknowledges and honors the voice of the true teacher, which is never further than your heart, which is never further than your breath. And this is a gesture that places this aspect of ourselves before us as a guide for at least the time we spend together. And together we'll set the tone for our practice by sharing the voices of our hearts and the sound of an Om. As always, please feel free to join into the sound or let it wash over you. Deep breath in. Bow to your heart, always present, utterly luminous, the source of supreme love and divine wisdom. And as best you can, keeping that connection inward unwavering, release the hands, blink open the eyes, and let's come onto all fours to start in a tabletop position. Find your breath and begin by linking breath and movement now in the ways that naturally feel good. Exhale to round your back. Inhale to arch. Again, noticing what you feel, how it feels, where you feel it. Helps to inform you what you might need or want from your practice today in body, mind, heart. psyche, soul, spirit. Just a moment to dial into all the various aspects of yourself, to call yourself together here in the temple of the body. A moment to explore what's beneath the surface of the skin and how what resides in the depth of your being expands far beyond the surface of your skin. So an invitation to deepen and expand the self today. When you feel ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Here in downward dog, again, you can pedal the feet from side to side. You could do a little rippling through plank and down dog. As best you can, claw your fingertips, spread your toes even here. Getting the light of awareness to traverse the entire landscape of the body from fingertips to toe tips. As you inhale, you draw energy up the arms, all the way into the upper back, right at the back of the heart. And from the back of the heart center, think like bottom tips of the shoulder blades area, push through the arms to launch through the sides of the waist, to launch through the hips. Press the thigh bones up to the sky more than back, and then let the heels get heavy. Breathe. Bend your knees a tiny bit and take the knees out. Yes. Try to keep that when you press your thighs back to straight. Find your breath, breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. And on the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Look between the hands, arms straight. Exhale, catch your lunge. Find your breath, follow the breath as you inhale, reach the arms up. Push into the ball of the back foot, lift the back heel high, press the back knee and thigh to the sky, reach the thumbs up to the sky, keep that, slide the palate back and bend your front leg deeper. Good, big breath in. On the exhale, big step forward, standing tall mountain. Right hand finds the left wrist, reach up and over to the right. And then send all of your weight down through the left leg. Breathe into the left waistline. Look towards your belly, slide the ribs back, and then the head back, and then the arm bones back. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, bend the legs deep, fingertips tap the earth. Step your left foot back to lunge. Spin the back heel to the ground, bring forearm to thigh, and reach your left arm overhead. Try to find that, just checking. Is the left side body the side that we just stretched standing? Yeah. Okay, thanks. So we're looking for that same action here. You gotta set, like the weight tends to fall into the front leg, am I right? We wanna try to get all the weight into the back leg, root through the back leg, drag the back foot forward to activate it, and then imagine you're pressing your left palm down to draw the rib cage up and back, and then the head back, and then the left arm back. One more breath. Exhale, touch the floor, downward facing dog. Push through the arms to lift through the hips, up through the thighs, down through the heels. Breathe, feel, notice. Maybe there's a difference from side to side already. We deepen and expand the fabric of the self to make more space, capacity for breath, for the gift of life that each breath offers, that we may live more deeply, more fully. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. On the inhale, reach the arms up. Press through the ball of the back foot, lift the back heel to the sky. Press the back knee to the sky, press the back thigh to the sky. Feel the back leg get straighter, stronger, more lifted. Stretch the thumbs up higher. And then as you slide the ears back, the palate back, let the top of the front thigh descend. Keep pressing the back knee up though, yes. On the exhale, big step forward, standing tall mountain. This time, left hand finds the right wrist, reach up and over to the left. And as you crescent up, out, over to the left, send the weight down through the right leg. And breathe into the right waistline. And look towards your belly and slide the ribs back like a big kidney loop. And then keep the ribs back and rest the head back. And then the arm bones go back, head back, arm bones back. Inhale, reach up through center, reach up out of the hips and pelvis, from the core of the pelvis down, root down from the core of the pelvis up, reach up. As you exhale, bend the legs, fingertips touch the earth, step the right foot back to lunge, spin the back heel to the ground. Can bring left forearm to left thigh and sweep the right arm overhead. And as you push into the back leg, try to lift the inner back thigh up as you pull the back foot forward. And press the top palm down as you slide the ribs back, head back, biceps back. Left shoulder back too. Left shoulder blade meets the right shoulder blade. Belly breath. And on the exhale, touch the floor. Downward facing dog. Look for the breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body here in the gift of conscious breathing embodiment. Notice any newfound space. Also that the air conditioning kicked on, and it's quite cold out. Are we good with the air being on, or do you want me to kick that off? Off. We can always turn it back on, okay? I just want everyone to feel really safe and secure in knowing that we have climate control and things can change, okay? We can turn up the fans, we can turn off the fans, we could turn on the heat, and 5 minutes later we can turn on the air conditioning. That's how I live. It's a practice of santosha, contentment, or maybe it's the exact opposite of that. Inhale to plank. On the exhale, slowly lower towards the earth. And on the inhale, slide the heart forward and up, baby cobra. Find your legs with your feelings. Feel your legs, find your legs. Press the tops of the feet down and hug the legs together. And press the tops of the feet down so much you could lift your hands up. Soften the brow, and as you lift the hands up and press the feet down, as though there was a headrest behind your head, press the head back. Now just the fingertips touch the earth, and claw the fingertips down into the earth like you're dragging dirt back to your hips, and see if you can take the heart forward an inch, up an inch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. On an inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge, locate your strap. We're gonna pivot to the left for a wide-legged forward fold, shoulder stretch variation. So you'll take the strap behind your back, hug the shoulder blades together. The strap is there so that your hands can be a little wider apart. So generally the form of the pose is hands interlaced. But sometimes when the hands interlace, you can't get your shoulders together on your back. So you have the strap, just take your hands a little bit apart to get the shoulder blades together. And then reach the arms back and up and back, fold forward. Activate your feet. Lift and spread the toes. And with the heels heavy, here's the key. Heels heavy, tip your weight into the balls of your feet without gripping your toes. That's tricky. Try putting a little bend in your knees. Yeah, feel how the weight went forward. Turn those toes in a little bit. More. Okay, now keep that, and rather than press your knees back, start to press your thighs back. Let the arms get heavy overhead like wet branches. As you inhale, the action is of hugging the feet towards each other, shoulder blades together. As you exhale, the action is tailbone down, sitting bones down. Feel the spine extend, head heavy like ripe fruit, face soft. Even here, a belly breath. Exhale, touch the floor. Mindful of head to butt ratio, just keep your head low in the service of your neighbor. Turn the right knee and toes through lunge. Take it back to downward dog. That might be one of my desert island yoga poses. Find your breath, breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. So much of the practice is just dialing into, again and again, that channel of energy, light of awareness to breath. The breath turns the light into the heart ignites, and then informs and illuminates the mind, the thoughts, the body, the actions. And then our agency more clearly reflects and reveals the presence of the heart. On your inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Pivot to the right for the wide-legged forward fold, fingertips to the floor or blocks. Bend into your right leg just until you feel a stretch through the inner left thigh, a breath or two there, belly breath. Inhale through the nose, belly expands. Exhale through the nose, belly softens. Push through your right leg, bend into the left leg, right leg straight, left leg bent. Breathe into what can't be seen but can be felt. Full, deep belly breaths. Good. Push the front leg straight, mindful of head to butt ratio. Turn the left knee and toes through lunge. Keep your head low. Step it back, downward dog. Look for your breath. Find your breath. The breath carries you to plank. Exhale for chaturanga or chaturanga bypass. Inhale for cobra, cobra dog if you're ready. Exhale for downward dog. Right leg through to pigeon prep. Right knee wide to the right. If pigeon prep doesn't suit your knee or hip, you could also just opt for a low lunge. Bring your blocks high in front of you or to frame your hips. And then bending your back leg with your left hand, find your left foot. Find your breath, and as you inhale, pull the knees towards each other and try to get the top of your left thigh to move back towards your left heel at a faster rate than you're pulling your heel towards your hip. Nice. And then as the tailbone anchors down, try to get the top of your front thigh towards the earth. One more of the deepest, fullest belly breaths. If you feel steady, take flight. Beautiful. Exhale, gently release. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And when you're ready, the inhale floats the left leg up. Exhale to catch your lunge. Could always opt for the low lunge. Good moment here too. A couple new faces. I just want to welcome you. Everything I offer is an invitation, not an obligation. So please feel free to take it or leave it. Ask questions, modify, spectate, hydrate as you like. This is a practice of empowerment, of free will. Fluency in yoga is about knowing and doing what's appropriate for you, and at its best, finding your own pace. It's such a beautiful thing that gets squashed by our culture and capitalism. Sorry. So you do you, and we can do that together. We can move differently and move together. That's the beauty of a Sunday morning, of any practice, hopefully. Bend the back leg, right hand for right foot. Bind yourself to yourself. And then as you hold the back foot, press the back knee down, drag it forward. Feel how when you press the back knee down and forward, it lifts you up. That's what's gonna help you take flight. It's the action of the back knee pressing down and forward and the hips lifting up and back. So often this pose is practiced like the hips, the weight of the hips sort of drops down and forward. We want the hips up and back, and then just we isolate that thigh bone way up in the left hip socket. That moves towards the earth as the hips lift. Mind blowing, gently release. Downward dog. Whew, that's called a hip opener. If it all goes towards the floor, no opening is happening. And like in your hips and pelvis, that's your ground of being. That's your deepest core power. We want to tap into that. And it lights up, it powers up the whole rest of the physical practice. Linking vinyasa in the style of you. If and as you like, feel free to rest in dog pose, child's pose, to riff in your linking vinyasa again in the way that suits you. Make of the linking vinyasa an adornment. Think less of yourself as a body with a breath, and try to experience yourself in those linking vinyasas more as a breath with a body. Not a body that carries a breath, but a breath that carries a body. Okay, we're gonna meet in downward dog, right leg through to lunge. Find your blocks, rock back onto your front heel and place the ball of your foot on a block. Yeah, Camden's showing great right here. Yeah, even like, can you rock back? Does that work? Yeah. See how I have it angled? So depending on how open you start to get in your Achilles, you might want to angle the block on its blade edge. And then push the big toe ball mound, the big toe toe tip into the block and try to lift and spread the little toe. Breathe. Did you request the foot thing? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now lift and spread your toes. Yes, and push this one down and lift this one up. Yes, you okay?
I'm not sure how one does that.
Yeah, and you can put a little bend in your front leg. As you press the big toe ball mound down, guide the inner knee towards the little toe, but don't let the weight fall to the little toe. Keep the weight on the big toe. And now slide the right hand up to the right hip crease and straighten the front leg by pulling the hip crease back. By the way, I take requests. Some people requested foot stuff today. Yeah, try to spread the toes. You okay there? Yeah. Okay, we're still friends. Good. And then bend the front leg. Take it back to downward facing dog.
My towel doesn't want to cooperate.
Yeah, you can always peel just the towel back for that part if you want. Pedal it out. Do you feel a difference from side to side? Okay, so just lower the knees down for a sec. In a Chinese medicine, there's like a whole map of, do we have any acupuncturists in the house today? Like a whole map of the body on the sole of your feet. And I didn't do that stretch with you, but I can imagine that like if I would feel a difference not only in my hip, but like maybe even in my jaw. There's so many muscles in the feet, 3 arches in the sole of the feet, of which all kinds of micro toxic relationships of oppression and dominance right in the soles of our feet. And so you can feel how like, even just come to stand up right now. And can you feel a difference in the way your feet feel on the earth between the feet? Yeah, I mean like foot stuff every day is just a great like 1 or 2 minute practice, especially like as you get older. Or a variety of things, but like plantar fasciitis becomes a thing, bunions become a thing. Yeah, cheers to bunions. But this kind of stuff is like, it's like investing. It's such low-hanging fruit because it's free. You don't actually need a block for it. You could do it right at a wall or a cabinet, just like in your like anytime you're in the kitchen, do a foot stretch. And it's like investing in the extended warranty on your feet, which support your knees and your hips. And then that supports your low back. So it all starts really with the feet. Find your breath, big breath in, reach up, just right where you are. Exhale, fold over your legs. While you're there, give a little bow to the heart. Walk the hands forward, the feet back, downward facing dog. Especially as we get into like flip-flop season, or like that first beach walk. Oh, can't wait. And you know what I'm talking about, right? That soreness. We'll step the left foot through to lunge. Rock back onto the heel. Wedge the block right at the ball of the foot. That's right where we had the strap before. And then you want to lift and spread your toes off the block. Press the big toe ball mound firmly into the block, even the big toe toe tip into the block as you lift and spread the pinky toes. That's the anti-bunion action. You can even use a finger, and you can sweep your big toe towards the midline and press it down and try to lift and spread the little toe out. Little bend in the knee, track the inner knee towards the little toe without letting the weight fall to the little toe. Good, and then slide the hand up to the outer hip and tack the hip crease back to straighten the leg as much as you can, keeping the weight on the big toe. Lift and spread the other toes. Yes. And inner knee out. Yes, yeah, the toes grip. And belly breath. Yes, all together. And bend the front leg, remove the block. Downward dog. On the inhale, float the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Spin the back heel to the ground. Rock onto your front heel. This time we're not angling the block. Keep the block flat, but wedge the block underneath the ball of the foot. Good. Inhale for warrior two. Front knee over the ankle. Turn your back toes in. Lift and spread the toes. Lift and spread the toes. Or the toes curling? Are they gripping? Let the front toes jump for joy. Float, imagine there was like a beach ball underneath your left armpit and reach back. Bend deeper. Good. Push the front leg straight. Right fingertips to the floor or a block. Triangle pose. Ball of the foot lifted, toes spreading. Micro bend in the knee so the knee's not locked. Guide the knee open as you press through the big toe ball mound and tack the outer hip crease back to straighten the leg. Yeah? Belly breathing. Bend the front leg. Inhale, warrior two. See if you can take the top of your front thigh towards your front heel as you reach back through the left arm. Nice, Nikki. Exhale, touch the floor. Remove the block. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. I just want to check in there. Do you notice a difference from side to side? Not just in the feet, but maybe even through the hips and backs of the legs. So lower the knees down. I just want to take a moment because fresh teachers in the room. So when you rock back onto the heel, you're exaggerating what we call ankle loop. Did you learn the loops in teacher training? And it has a chain reaction up the body. So as you rock back onto the heel and bend the leg, it takes the thigh bone in the hip socket back as well. In our day-to-day human lives, there's a difference between natural and normal. Normal for us, the hip bones are way too far forward in the hip sockets, and this leads to so much bad shit. Medical terms, where's Deb Glassman today when you need her? Abigail. Narrowed pelvic floor can be anything from continence issues to low back issues, all kinds of things. Arthritis in your hips. So we want to use our practice ultimately to get the hips back in the sockets. It's not easy, but when you rock back onto your heels, you get that by default. Okay, so by rocking back onto your heel, you got more of a hip opener, and you'll know because when the hip goes back, the whole back of the leg will feel more supported and more open, more grounded. Downward dog. I always like to just say why, I hope that you're thinking, what the fuck? And then just for those of you who might be, I want to respect that. Find your breath, belly breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. First and foremost, the physical practice is an offering to the breath. Everything we do, the why of everything we do, is in service to the breath, to the gift of life that each breath offers. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Rock back, spin the back heel to the earth. Rock back onto the heel of your front foot. Wedge the block right under the ball of the foot and then come up for warrior two. Try to spread your toes. Try to lift and spread the toes. Turn your back toes in. And then bend the top of the front thigh like you're trying to hook it to the front heel without leaning forward over your front leg. Reach back, yeah. And then try to hook the top of your front thigh to your front heel. Good, push the front leg straight. Left fingertips to the floor or a block for triangle. Really try to get the left pinky toe to lift and spread. Notice if the left kneecap is turning in. Put a little bend in the knee and track the inner knee, the inner left thigh towards the little toe. Notice how the weight falls to the little toe, root through the big toe ball mound, and track the inner knee and thigh open. And then rather than pressing the knee back, we don't want to lock the knee, we press the thigh back. And push the ball of the foot through the block and lift and spread the toes off the block. Bend the front leg. Inhale for warrior two. Reach back. Think armpit floats up, fingertips reach back. The top of the front thigh bends deeper than ever before. Nice, Shreya. Exhale, touch the floor. Downward facing dog. Check it out. Belly breath. You can rest here, child's pose, or let your breath carry you through the linking vinyasa in the style of you. Think of yourself as a breath that carries a body rather than a body that carries a breath. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body. On the inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Exhale, catch your lunge. Lower the back knee down, but keep the back toes tucked under. Walk your front foot to the left and lower your front shin onto a block. Block on the lowest height. Yep, it's like pigeon pose on a block. How about that? Does that help? Pigeon pose on a block. And now check it out. Get more weight on the outer edge of your back knee. So we're calling the light of awareness into the back leg, what can't be seen but can be felt. Although you could peek over that left shoulder, sure enough, and see it. Get more weight on the outer knee. And then shin on the block, flex your front foot. Spread the toes. You might even get in there and thread your fingers between your toes. Squeeze your toes, spread your fingers. Squeeze your fingers, spread your toes. Soften the jaw. Again, you can open the mouth, slacken the jaw, bring the lips to touch, the teeth stay apart, and the tongue rests softly, gently, the tip of the tongue against the back of the top teeth. Plant the hands, downward dog. Check it out. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale through to lunge. Lower the back knee down. Pad the back knee as needed, but do take a moment to get more weight to the outer knee. You'll notice if you look with your inner vision, the weight tends to fall to the inner back knee. We want to get more weight to the outer back knee. And then scooch your foot from left to right and then slowly lower your shin onto a block. And so the point of the block is that it lifts the foot off the floor, which should allow you to get way more action in that foot than you ordinarily can access in pigeon pose, because it's getting smushed in pigeon. Flex the foot, spread the toes. If the access is there, it's an invitation, not an obligation. You could thread your fingers between your toes, squeeze your fingers, spread your toes, spread your fingers, squeeze your toes. Belly breathing. And downward facing dog. Pause in dog pose, child's pose, or let the breath carry you through the linking vinyasa in the style of you. Nikki, I'm right here. Okay. It will be okay if this hand comes off the floor, but try not to let it. It's okay if it does. Draw the left ribs towards the back body. Yep. You okay there? Yeah. And now keep that and push your right hand into the ground. Nice. How's it feel?
Good. Sweating.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let go. You might want to lower. You good if you want to lower your knees?
No, you're good.
Okay. Here's the trick. Right leg through to pigeon prep. Can always modify with a low lunge. Can you flex your front foot so much? Everyone tuck your back toes under. Flex your front foot so much that the outer ankle starts to lift, that the heel starts to lift, that the only part touching the floor is the little toe ball mound. Nice, Elizabeth. Keep that as you press the back knee down and forward, totally optional. Reach both arms up. Belly breath, gorgeous. Gently release, downward dog. Wow. Was the foot getting smushed? It was? We're trying to unsmush the front foot. Pinky? Pinky got smushed. It looked really good. On the inhale, float the left leg to the sky. Exhale, catch the lunge. Catch the pigeon prep. Pause there. Get your weight more evenly distributed from side to side. So as much weight to the outer right knee as you have on the outer left knee. Imagine that. And then the more you shift your weight to your outer right knee and try to flex the left foot so much the outer ankle lifts. Yes, the outer heel lifts. Press through the big toe ball mound so that you're just on the little edge of the little toe. Pull the knees towards each other. If you feel steady, take flight. Nice. Belly breath. Flex the front foot, flex. And nice, Amy, gently release, downward dog. Pedal it out, rest, link the vinyasa if you like. Any questions, comments, concerns, or conundrums? Good? We'll meet in dog. Right foot through to lunge. Take your blocks on their highest height inside your front foot. Lower the back knee down. Walk your blocks towards the back of your mat to walk your back knee back. Keep moving that direction until you absolutely cannot anymore. Walk the blocks back to walk the back knee back. When you can't walk the back knee back at all, tuck the back toes under, shift your hips back. Walk both blocks over to the left. Straighten the front leg. So straighten the front leg by taking your hips back, like towards child's pose. Walk your blocks to the left, all the way over to the left, so you're right in between the legs. Keep your front knee and toes pointing straight up to the sky. Try not to lock the knee. Press the heel down, lift the knee up, and then rather than pressing the knee down, press the thigh down. We're gonna spin that whole front leg in so that the inseam of the front leg turns towards the floor. You're coming onto the inner edge, the big toe ball mound side of the foot, and pull the little toe side of the foot, that whole outer edge blade of the foot, towards the outer knee and try to sit towards your back heel. Sorry, take your left heel over to the right behind you and then sit back towards that heel. Yeah, are we in there? Sorry, my butt's right in your face. Yeah. Breathe into what can't be seen but can be felt. Now turn the front knee and toes back up to the sky, come upright, walk the blocks to frame your front leg, bring your left foot back behind you, and maybe walk the back knee back another inch or two. Rock back onto your front heel, flex the foot, spread the toes. Good, and then walk the blocks forward, scooch the back knee in, come through lunge, take it back to downward dog. Pedal it out from side to side. Just like really working our way deep into the realm of the hips. Belly breath. And notice what a difference makes from side to side. We'll take the left side through to lunge. It's a perfect nail color. Love that, yeah. Walk your blocks back to walk your back knee back as much as you can. So you're reversing, you're going in reverse until there's no more space to go in reverse. Walk your blocks back, walk your back knee back. Right at your edge, shift your hips towards your back heel, and that will straighten your front leg. We're straightening the front leg from the hips moving back. That might be different. Walk your blocks to the right and walk your right foot behind you over to the left. Keep the left knee and toes pointing straight up to the sky at first. Find your breath, find what you feel what you find. We'll spin the whole left leg in so that the inner edge of the foot, the big toe ball mound, comes to the floor. Draw the little toe edge of the foot up and back and sit towards your back heel. Yeah, breathe. Inhale to rise up, turn the left knee and toes to point towards the sky. Walk your blocks to frame your front leg. Walk your right foot back behind you. And maybe walk the back knee back, shift your hips back. See if there's any newfound space in there. Good, walk the back knee forward, pull the front foot back, pass through lunge, downward facing dog. It's like WD-40ing the hip socket. You guys, it does start to dry out in there. Nice, Jared. Breath to heart, heart to mind, mind to body.
Press down through your hands to lift up through your hips and extend through the backs of your legs. As you inhale, your right foot lifts up and back. Exhale, big step through to low lunge. Find your blanket if you know you have sensitive knees. We'll be here for a minute. Lower your back knee down. Bring your hands high on blocks to frame out your front foot. Now, widen your front foot more towards the mat's edge. Give yourself plenty of space. From here, kick your front leg towards straight. Come onto your heel for half split, right? That's what it's called. Flex your toes up towards the sky, straighten through your front leg. Now think more weight on the outer edge of your back knee. Keep your toes tucked and start to walk your blocks back to walk your back knee back if you want to deepen your split. Big if. Land where you land. Feel your feet on the earth. Inhale to hug your back knee towards your front foot and your front foot towards your back knee. Your pelvis might lift up and away from the earth. And as you exhale, come back to that low ribs in and up, shoulders back, head back on top of your shoulders. Now from here, start to walk your blocks forward, inch your back knee in as you walk yourself forward. Ditch your blocks, plant your hands, and step back to downward facing dog. Notice what you feel from side to side. Other side, inhale, your other foot lifts up and back. Exhale, big step through, low lunge. Lower your back knee down. Set yourself up here with your blanket and your blocks. Widen your front foot. Now from here, start to extend your front leg, flex your toes up towards the sky. Your hips shift back on top of your back knee. Now from here, walk your blocks back and your knee back until you find your half split on this side. It might be different from side to side. That's okay. Feel your legs on the earth and see if you can even tuck your back toes here to support your back foot. Feel your legs on the earth, and as you inhale, draw your legs in towards one another. Feel yourself lift up, and as you exhale, shoulders come back, head back. As you exhale, start to walk your hands on blocks forward. Ditch your blocks, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. From down dog, you can be here or let your breath carry you through a linking vinyasa of your choosing.
We'll meet in child's pose. Just take a moment to pause, big toes touching, knees wide apart. If that doesn't feel good in your body, just come to rest on your belly and full pranam, or sit back on your heels if you prefer. I think we're not gonna do it, but I just wanted to share, for those of you who may have foam blocks at home, that back in the day when we would do footwork in yoga, you know that pose we started with, Supta Padangusthasana A? We had to balance like a heavy wooden block on the soles of our feet. Seems kind of dangerous. You what? Balancing the blanket? Oh, interesting. The blanket was around the strap or the strap was around the blanket? Foot blanket. Oh, what about block strap? You guys. Okay, I don't know. Let me try it. Can I borrow your block and your strap? Can I use this strap? Okay. Jackass yoga, anyone? We already lost one today. New folks, by the way, if it's not for you, we never take it personally. Any yoga class ever, don't ever feel like you have to endure something. It's like not the point. Well, there are yoga traditions that are about that, but I just invite you to think otherwise or question that. So like horse trot reins. What do you think? It is Year of the Horse. Okay, so we'll go like this. Let's like start by placing the foot on the block. Can you see how I am, Camden, so you can demo for friends up front? And you'll take the strap across the block, and you want to hold it really tight at first so it doesn't fall. Okay, and then once you're up, see if you can loosen the grip, like elbows towards the floor, and just sort of see how much you need to control the reins so that the block doesn't fall. The key is, friends, no block falling. If you feel like this is dicey and stupid and foolish, please say no, just stop. So the foot control, to be able to do it with no strap. Yeah. And then can you bend the leg and straighten the leg if you want to add more? And can you press the big toe tip into the block and keep the other toes lifting and spreading? Yeah. Ah! Okay, yeah, because we don't want the block to fall because we don't want it to fall on us and we don't want it to fall on our neighbors. Okay, now carefully release. You want to hold the straps tight as you release. Second side. And you'd be surprised, like the ways in which the actions in your foot connect to all of the overlooked muscles in your legs. Like you might be sore in places in your butt and hips that you didn't know you had just because of the work we've done in the feet. So keep it tight at first, and then raise the roof with the blocks, and then just give as much slack as you can to the strap. I think I took my kids on a horseback trail ride for spring break, and like your elbows should be like loose by your hips, and the reins should be loose. It's probably different if you're like running on a horse, which I've never done before. We are going to the mountains in November for a driving distance yoga retreat that will include hiking and horseback riding. Gently release. Okay, put the block between, actually let's put the blocks to the side. Can we strap the thighs? Can you belt the strap around your thighs? Knees bent. You can bend your knees into like just however it's easy to get the strap looped around the thighs. And then knees bent, feet on the floor. You want the strap to be tight so that when you press the legs out into the strap, the knees go no wider than hips width, so tighter there. And if you need help with the strap, call Melissa or I over and we will help you. That looks like you want help.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Oh yeah, this doesn't have a buckle. Can we get a buckle strap over here? Anyone else need a buckle strap? This doesn't have a buckle? Oh, this does have a buckle, yeah.
But I don't know why
No. Oh yeah, this has like some weird things happening. Okay, so when you press out, it should not go any wider than hips width apart, and the strap shouldn't come undone. And I like to not have the buckle touching my skin, just personal preference in case anyone else has sensory things. There you go. You're pretty narrow. You might need it more narrow than that too, but just once it's on. Okay, anyone questions? We good? Make it tighter. Tighter, yeah, tighter than you think. And then knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hips width apart. Bend the elbows right alongside the waist. Press the elbows down to lift the chest up and wriggle the shoulder blades together. Press the center back of the skull down. Stand through the feet to lift the hips up. Breathe. As you big breath in, you can rest the palms on the midsection. Big breath in, feel your center expand. And as you exhale, press the feet down and forward. Turn your toes in, everyone. Turn your toes in a little bit till they feel just slightly pigeon-toed. Okay, and if you want more, it's a big if. Place your hands outside your ears as wide as your mat. The fingers point in the direction of the feet. And as you stand through the feet to lift the hips up, push through the arms to come to the top of your head. Suck your armpits in so you feel the shoulder blades come together. And then from right there between the shoulder blades, push down through the legs and arms to come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wherever you are, however you choose to be, jaw soft, eye soft, throat soft, breath full and deep. On an exhale, slowly release. Okay, now same posture. It could be bridge pose, halfway between bridge and Urdhva Dhanurasana, or Urdhva Dhanurasana, only this time we're placing blocks on the lowest height right underneath the feet. So adjust as you can use your feet to place the blocks, your hands to place the blocks. We want to have the feet on the blocks. So you might have to scoot your tushy towards the blocks. The blocks should be like platform soles. And your butt might have to move closer to the blocks. Does that make sense? Press the elbows down alongside the waist to lift the chest up. Wriggle the shoulder blades together. We want to keep the shoulder blades that much together as we go. Press the center back of the skull down. Stand through the feet. Scoot your hips towards the blocks quite a bit. More. Like 2 more inches, maybe 3. There you go. You okay there? Okay. You too, Yohav. Scoot your butt way towards the blocks, or blocks towards your butt. Press the elbows down. Stand through the feet to lift the hips up. By the way, I should have mentioned this. If you have a chesty situation, if you know, you know. Bring the palms of the hands to the top of your chest and press down towards your rib cage and towards your hips, just to get your chest out of the way of your airways. That should help you breathe a little more deeply and fully, yeah? I don't know why it took me 20 years of teaching yoga to figure out that cue. That's the danger of teaching with my eyes closed a lot of the times. Don't teach with your eyes closed. Good. Now, if you want more, big if, place the hands outside the ears as wide as the mat. Good. Come to the top of your head, suck the armpits in, push through the blocks, push through the hands to come up to Urdhva Dhanurasana. Look towards the floor, look towards the feet. You might want to walk your hands towards the blocks. Belly breath, 1 more of the deepest, fullest breaths as you are where you are. Belle, is it okay to stand over you? Okay. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you okay there?
Yeah.
That's a bridge pose. Beautiful. And rest. Questions? Neck? In bridge pose or Urdhva? Yeah, so lift your chin, press your chest away from you, and as you lift your chin just a little bit, press the center back of the skull down. We want no bones here touching the floor at all whatsoever. Whoops. And is it okay to stand over you? Is it okay to touch? Okay, lower your butt down and walk your butt like all the way down. Yeah, butt closer to the blocks. Yeah, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, without letting the feet come forward. Good, now stand through the feet, lift the hips up, and I can stand over you. Okay. Press the center back of the skull down. So no vertebrae are touching the floor, yeah? It's a great question. I don't know if we've met before, so thank you for letting me get in there. I love to get in there. It's like the olden days of yoga. Okay, have a rest. So you'll notice, like, especially because of our relationship to technology nowadays, that you have six cervical vertebrae? 7. We have 7, okay, sorry, yeah, that's a brain fart. We have 7 cervical vertebrae, but C6 in particular tends to protrude quite a bit. If you even just touch back there, many of us can feel that bony landmark. So when we're in bridge pose or shoulder stand, we want that to go in and up. If you're laying on the floor here, can some of you feel C6? Okay, now press the center back of the skull down so much you start to feel C6 draw in and up. Can you feel that? We want that in every single pose. So like even, let's remove the strap. We want that in every single pose. So you could even like feel for that in a standing pose. Like the next time you're in extended side angle, see if you can feel C6 sticking out, and then press, imagine, you can even put like a hand there and press your head back so much you feel C6 go in. Does that make sense? And that will cure everything that ails you, JK. But it will help a lot. So see if you have like tight jaw, get headaches, neck, shoulder stuff, C6 popping out. Call it back to center. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna put the blocks to the sides. Recline again, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We have no blocks, no strap, but we're doing the same thing as though the blocks and strap are there. So the strap is such a key, like again, if you get low back stuff, just have the strap or put a block between your thighs. The knees want to splay out in this pose. Do not let them. If they do, we'll block or re-strap, okay? Bend the elbows alongside, press the elbows down so much the chest lifts and wriggle the shoulder blades together, and press the center back of the skull down and ever so slightly lift the chin so that C6 draws in too. Okay, stand through the feet to lift the hips up. Now options here, you can rest your palms on your midsection. You could keep the hands facing each other, pointing towards the sky. You can extend the arms and hold the outer edges of the mat and give a tug of the edges of the mat towards the feet to wriggle the shoulder blades in a little deeper. You could possibly interlace the hands behind the back. Press the wrist knobs down, the forearms down. Okay, keep lifting the chin ever so slightly. Press the center back of the skull down. We want none of those cervical vertebrae bearing any weight, touching the earth at all. That's drawing in and up. Bring your legs together. Bend your right leg over your right hip, knee over the hip, and now raise the roof with the foot, flex the foot. Imagine you have a cork block on there that you don't want to drop. Everyone, as you inhale, squeeze the left knee to the midline, that's your bottom knee, and as you exhale, press the left foot down and forward. Good, right foot to the floor, bend the left knee right over the left hip, press the left heel to the sky, cork block on the foot, bring your awareness to the bottom leg. As you inhale, hug the bottom knee in. As you exhale, press the foot down and forward. Good, one more time, squeeze the bottom knee in, press the bottom foot down and forward, and rest. Questions? Okay, last one. This time the option will be same as we did before. If you want to dial it back, you can insert a block or two, preferably two, right underneath your sacrum. That's the lowest part of your back, between like right above your butt crack, basically. Downward facing triangle of fused bones for a supported bridge pose. On the supported bridge pose, you could do one leg or one leg or both legs up, or no legs up. If you're going for the active version, we're gonna go active bridge pose, one leg up, and you can pulse for 3 times per side. So with one leg up, hips towards the floor, hips up. Hips towards the floor, hips up, 3 per side. Alternatively, you can press into Urdhva Dhanurasana, bring the legs together, bend one knee in, and extend up. Does everyone feel like they have an option? Yeah. And I should mention, it's way harder to extend the leg up and then come up into Urdhva, not impossible. Some of you might want to play with that. Leg up in bridge pose, then push into Urdhva. Recommended come into Urdhva first and then extend the leg up. But have fun with it, you know, like you do you. Just like do what's appropriate, okay? This isn't like the keg stand of yoga poses. Okay, yeah, so do what's appropriate. Okay, so supported bridge pose or active bridge pose, let's start there. From supported bridge pose or active bridge pose, one leg up. If you're in supported, you could do both legs up, and that's more like Viparita Karani. From there, you might come into Urdhva Dhanurasana and extend one leg up. Wherever you are, prioritize the action of the standing leg, the bottom leg. The knee wants to splay out. You gotta squeeze the knee in. Nice, Nikki, squeeze the knee in, push the foot down and forward. That's how you turn on the butt cheeks. Bend the knee in more, Jay, on the other side. Like knee right over the hip if you can. Yes. No, so up to the sky more. Bend your knee, bend the leg. Bend your knee towards your heart. Yes, there you go. Now make it towards straight. Keep the knee where it is. Yes. Beautiful. It doesn't have to go straight, but get the knee over the hip. Questions? Breathe. Wherever you are, however you choose to be, offer it to the breath. And it's just like this sequence of poses is so powerful and empowering because it's like such a metaphor for like our current conditions, probably dare I guess personally and also collectively. Like the bridge, when you remove any part of the bridge becomes wobbly. The bridge is the instrument of connection. We live in a time where our sense of connection is so wobbly. The power to divide, to sever is so strong. And so we practice, you know, challenging the strength of the connection when we remove one piece of the foundation of the pose, to stay grounded with heart open at all cost. To stay grounded, connected with heart open at all cost. That is the yoga of the householder. That's our tradition. When you're ready, you can release the effort and just let the earth hold you, catch you, support you. You can bend the legs, feet on the floor about as wide as the mat. Knees bent, feet on the floor about as wide as the mat. Let the knees rest against each other at the midline. For 2 or 3 of the slowest, deepest, fullest breaths that require the least amount of effort. So we inhale, the breath pours in and down. The center expands and fills up to the top, to the brim. Pause. And as you exhale slowly with control, let it spill out, pour out from top to bottom. And pause at the bottom. Bless you. We'll bring the feet together and let the knees open apart. You can use your blocks to support your outer thighs or shins there. So it shouldn't feel like any strain. Give yourself as much support as you need there. And now even here, can you press the four corners of the feet into each other? Big toe ball mound, inner heel, little toe ball mound, outer heel. Snap them together and spread the toes apart. And then can you press the pinky toe ball mounds down so much the outer heels start to lift off the floor? It's so nerdy. Belly breathing. It's like a supine step towards Mula Bandhasana. The heels start to lift up away from the floor. Soften the shoulders, the jaw, the throat, the brow. On the next inhale, bring the legs together. Take the feet as wide as the mat again, and let both knees fall gently to the right. Place the outer edge of the right foot on top of the left thigh. 2 or 3 of the deepest, fullest breaths. Inhale, legs to center. Let both knees fall to the left. On your exhale, left foot to the right thigh. Inhale the legs to center. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Okay, with or without the block, recommended without unless you really feel like you have some steam left. We're gonna bend the right leg in and take the strap across the ball of the right foot. Raise the roof with your right heel. So across the ball of the foot, not the toes, not the arch. Hold as high towards the strap as you can with the neck and shoulders staying relaxed. Make the bottom leg straight and walk your left heel a little bit more to the midline, and with your left hand sort of widen your left butt cheek out from underneath of you. Take both sides of the strap in the left hand, open the right arm out to the right or down to the right, arm straight or elbow bent. Again, just being a considerate neighbor in super slow motion. The right leg will traverse the midline to the left. Eventually, slowly, you could roll all the way onto the left hip, the outer edge of the left leg. Try to scooch the left leg back a little bit. You're on the outer edge of the left foot. Flex the right foot. And as you push through the big toe ball mound, everyone pull the little toe blade edge of the foot towards the outer knee. And tack your top hip towards your bottom foot. Inhale the leg to center and slowly release. Come back to center. Take the strap across the ball of the left foot. Hold as high towards the foot as you can, keeping the head and shoulders relaxed and supported. Bless you. Extend the right leg out long. Walk the right heel a little bit more to the midline. Hold the strap with the right hand. Release the left arm down to the side or out to the side, elbow bent as needed. In super slow motion, let the left leg traverse the midline to the right. Eventually, you'll roll onto the outer edge of the right leg, scooch the right leg back, flex the left foot, press through the big toe ball mound, press through the big toe tip, and pull the outer edge of the foot back and tack the outer left hip crease down towards your bottom foot. Belly breathing. Inhale to center. Exhale, float it down. Stretch the legs out long, reach the arms overhead, huge breath in. Exhale with an audible sigh. Melissa, does everyone have balls now? Okay, awesome. That was so stealthy. One more time, huge breath in. Take it to heart as you exhale. Let it roll out of you like thunder. Bend your knees in towards your chest. Thread your arms between your legs. Arms between the legs. Hold the outer ankles or edges of the feet. Arms between the legs. Hold the outer ankles or edges of the feet for happy baby. Pull the little toe side of the foot towards the ground and press the inner edges of the feet towards the sky. Tip to the right, pull the right knee towards the floor. Slowly pull the left knee towards the floor, tip to the left. Slowly at your own pace. Happy baby at the end of our practice is a call to the self that we cannot even remember. Happy baby is the you that you cannot remember. And to make a bridge, to make a connection to the part of the self that isn't in conscious memory. The you before you. And release the legs, feet to the floor, knees bent, or you can stretch the legs out long. We're gonna place the balls, they could be toted, right at the center back of the skull on the ground. If you prefer to do this up on a block, have at it. Some people like the balls on the block. You may like just the balls on the floor. Keep it simple. You might need to hold the balls in place. If so, just do so in a way that feels comfortable. Elbows can point towards the sky or out to the sides or anywhere in between. Go a little south of the center back of the skull. So we're in the southern hemisphere at the back of the skull. And gently nod the head yes. And gently nod the head no. And as you nod the head no to the right, pause and nod yes. And as you nod the head no to the left, pause and nod yes. And come back to center. And maybe take the balls a little further south on the base of the skull. And nod your head yes. And when you're ready, nod your head no. And on the left side, pause, nod yes. And then to the right side, pause, and nod yes. And come back to center and nod yes. And then remove the balls when you feel ready. And let the head just release heavily into the lap of the earth. And having released those muscles in the back of the skull, they work so hard and are so often overlooked. Those muscles work to keep the head over the heart. When the head comes forward of the heart, that C6 works hard to just, keep it hinged, keep the connection. So now that you've released some of those muscles, the head is heavy. You can release the legs, let the feet roll out. The legs are heavy. You can rest the palms on the body to feel the rise and fall of the breath in the palms of your hands, or release your arms down to the sides, palms up, and let the very tip of your index fingers and thumbs gently touch. Make that connection between index fingertip and thumb tip. It's called Chin Mudra or Yana Mudra. Look for the breath. Slow down the beginning of the breath in. Observe as the breath fills you up. And slow down the beginning of the breath out. And observe the breath as it pours out of you. The track is called Resonant Breathing. If it helps you to stay connected, you can link the pace of your breath to the sound of the singing bowl. And otherwise, just let the breath breathe you and allow yourself to drift on the currents of the breath. Each breath in, deepening your awareness inward. Each breath out, expanding your awareness outward. Invite a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. And as you deepen your breath, please feel how naturally your breath deepens you. Let the spirit that you are begin to gently awaken the body that you have, wiggling toes and fingers, gently stretching through arms and legs in the ways that feel good. And as the spirit that you are awakens the body that you have, let the body that you have embrace, affirm, and adorn the spirit that you are, literally wrapping yourself around yourself like the most illustrious cloak. For this is, and you are, the gift of life. As you wrap yourself around yourself, bend your legs, feel both feet on the ground, and just take a beat, a breath or two to call yourself down to earth, to call yourself back to reality, and take a moment to visualize the ways in which you stretch yourself in this practice of yoga into the activities of your daily life. In so doing, being such a beautiful and positive instrument of connection. Imagine that. And when you're ready, gently roll to one side, press through strong arms, find your way into a comfortable seated posture with the eyes closed and the hands folded before the heart in Anjali Mudra. And a final gesture of sincere self-reverence that again acknowledges and honors the voice of the true teacher, the source of supreme love and divine wisdom, never further than your heart, which is never further than your breath. And a gesture that places this very aspect of ourselves before us as a guide and an offering in all we do. In so doing, bringing more beauty and goodness and virtuosity to those in the world around us. As you bow to your heart with all my heart, I bow to every one of you. Thank you so much for your practice, for your presence. And I thank you with all my heart for all that you are and all that you do every single day of this life. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for choosing to be here and be together. Check out Anisha's Pose Breakdown to Breakthrough series in May. Stacia will be here later. I think it's going to be a yucky day if you want to come with a friend for some Thai yoga massage. Does anybody else have any announcements, local things we should all be aware of? Okay, don't hesitate to let us know if you have announcements. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions.